As I started to think about this episode, I really wanted to reflect back on what I'm thankful for because this episode will go live on Thanksgiving. And of course, Thanksgiving is a wonderful time for all of us to sit back and think about what are we thankful for? And sometimes we have to remember to be thankful for even little things, breathing, getting up in the morning. Before we jump in, first, I want to say happy Thanksgiving. I hope you all have a wonderful day with yourself, maybe with your family, if you're going to be with family, or if you're hiking out in the woods or cuddling up to a good book. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I started to reflect back about what am I most thankful for. I won't talk about my personal life because I have a lot of things I'm thankful for there. What am I most thankful for this company my mother founded 45 years ago? And one of the most recent things that I'm most thankful for is when we switched our mindset. When we switched our mindset, that is when our business grew. It took a large leap and increased greatly, but also personally, I found more meaning and purpose in my work. And I have to tell you, it was missing, and I was getting bored and burnt out. That switch is when we stopped worrying about sales. And I don't want to say that sales isn't important. It's important for every business, but that wasn't the top priority. It wasn't, all right, if we go to this networking event, are we going to make a sale? If I get on a call with this, will we make a sale? Are they even our target audience?
Before we jump in, your host is Donna Peterson, and you are listening to the B2B Marketing Excellence and AI podcast. We come to you every week with actionable tips and suggestions that can help you be more efficient, create better marketing plans, and be a salesperson that really closes those leads.
Why should I be there if these aren't the people that are going to use our services? We changed our mindset and we decided, no, we want to help, we want to educate, we want to serve. And even when I talk to clients, I said, you've got to get in that mindset of give people as much of the information that they need so that then they can make a decision on whether they need your products or services. So this Thanksgiving, as I reflect back, that is definitely the point where I am most thankful in our business because, like I said, it became personally wonderful for me. I started to enjoy what I was doing. I had more meaning and purpose with the way I reached out with clients. And when the business went, and like I said, it increased, I'm not talking about just revenue. It increased by, we got more referrals. Our clients trusted us more. And what happened then is we were no longer a vendor. We were no longer a vendor they called up and placed one order. We now became a partner where they were seeking us out just to strategize, ask our advice. What did we think? And yes, a lot of that we don't get paid for. But it helps as a whole because if we just strategize, then maybe when they're doing their email blast or maybe when we're doing the AI training, they're more successful at it. And the more they're successful at their business, the more they'll want to ask us more information because it's going to help them do their job better. But one of the things we noticed when we took on that new mindset of giving, we started to look around to think what was the best place to do that. And we found joining associations. Now, we've always been members of associations, but I'd have to say we were always on the fringe. We may exhibit at the trade show and we were members forever and we would go to their networking events. But did we dive in? Did we really embrace our membership? No, we didn't. And that was a waste for World Innovators. That's why I'm here to tell you, as B2B brands, learn from our mistakes. This is what you need to do. And I know all of you, you've probably been in your industries for many years. You know which associations are most important to you. And B2B companies, you can give, you can support others, you can strengthen the whole industry with those associations that you're already aware of. But today we're going to talk about how can B2B companies leverage association membership to boost their SEO and to drive industry growth, because you can't be thinking just about yourself. You need to think about others, and growing your industry is very important. It's one of the reasons why I even started this podcast to begin with, because there was so much marketing, there still is so much marketing information out in the marketplace. There's so much AI information on the market. It's overwhelming. And people need people to be out there speaking about nice, simple, grounded ways they can do B2B marketing and sales along with AI in ways that they can actually implement it. And associations can be a great way for you to get your message out there, but also for your audience to see that you are truly vested in the industry as a whole. What associations can offer you? If you start to dive in, you get your membership. It gives you visibility. It gives you trust. People start to see that you're aligned with that association and they will trust your brand more. It also gives you the opportunity to collaborate with others. And what happens is when you collaborate with others, not only will it grow your own company and brand, it will help the industry. That's what can happen when you join an association. Now, you're probably saying, Donna, what are some actionable steps? You guys know your industries. You know the ones you need to be part of. Get those memberships if you haven't already. And once you have the membership, don't just say, okay, we have the membership. We're going to list it in our signature and that's it. No. Make sure you go and you're listed in the membership directory and you have filled in all the fields. Sometimes people get in there, they'll put their company name and their logo, and that's it. No, dive in, fill out all the fields in the membership directory. What that does is it makes the association's membership directory more complete vehicle for their organization, but it also will help you find other people you can align with. Next is when you are there, volunteer. Volunteer, raise your hand, people. Get involved. Whether it is to speak on a panel or present or do a webinar, raise your hand and say you will do it. Also, volunteer for some of the positions where they might need help with. With the AMA right now, the American Marketing Association, especially in Connecticut, which we're a member of, I've raised my hand. I'm helping with events now. And what that does is it helps you get to know the other members better in more detail. For me, because it's the American Marketing Association, I'm talking with people in all areas of marketing, which may not be a direct alignment with what we do here at World Innovators, but it's very important to understand what are they hearing out in their space, whether they're B2C. What is it? What's working? What are the top challenges? What are the top stories? You have to keep yourself abreast, not only for your specific space, but everyone that is out there. And that's what the AMA does. But then when we join associations like the Precision Metal Farming Association, we're keeping abreast of a specific industry. We go to those networking events and we listen to a panel where they're talking about what their challenges are. And one we hear a lot is labor shortages. And then the other people on the panel chime in about what they've done to try to bring in new talent. And then everyone in the audience gives their ideas, what has worked for them, what hasn't. One of the big topics right now is also AI. And I'll chime in a lot about it. Yes, we offer AI training and I'll present about AI, but I'm not there to sell my services, so I don't talk about that. I'll give ideas of where I'm seeing AI going and little actionable steps that each individual there could use so that as soon as they leave that networking event, they've got something tangible that they could start to implement. Join these associations, fill out the membership directory, volunteer, jump in, be part of the association, attend the in-person events. Right now, everyone gets content and they want to know, is this AI generated? They're sitting here, I don't know, is this really Donna or is this a robot? When you attend events in person, people get to see the real you. You're standing in line to use that one drink ticket. You start talking to the person. Maybe they live in one town over from you. Maybe they went to the same school. Maybe they're downhill skier. As you start to talk, you start to build a relationship, and that relationship can get deeper and deeper. And even if that person is not going to buy from you, you still can form a nice relationship just by learning from them. That goes back to when our mindset changed at World Innovators. It wasn't all about just making a sale. It was about giving. It was about learning. It was about building relationships. Anyone who's talked to me in person knows that I don't even want it to be called marketing and sales or business growth. I want it to be relationship building. I want people to go out there, build relationships, give out information. Educational messages should be distributed out there so that people can start to grow based on every piece of content they get. Not that they get promotions like, buy now, we've got the best services. No, you give them actionable steps that they can actually implement. Go to those in-person events. And then when you're a part of an association, they're always looking for content. Approach them. They might be interested in hearing your insights on a specific topic. You could write an article for them. You could help with some social media posts. And when you do, that's again where you get all the backlinks, which give you the SEO. You can grow your business, but you're also helping the industry grow and that association by giving them the educational information from your viewpoint, which they're going to be interested in receiving. Also, sponsor events. I know we at World Innovators, when we have been members of association, we have become exhibitors at events, but dive in deep. Not only be an exhibitor, sponsor maybe a cocktail hour, put up a banner on their website or in their magazine, and this will help give your brand validity, showing that you're truly in the space, that you care about the space, but also you understand what kind of help those people need. When you do this, you'll get the most out of your association membership. Joining an association can help you build your brand. It can help you grow your industry. And we've done that. We've done that with the Precision Metal Forming Association, as I mentioned above. We have spoken at their events. We go to the trade shows where they're sponsoring there. And we've also helped with training. You guys, it's not about just doing one thing. You've got to do a series of different things so that people keep seeing you out there and they see that you truly care. When you do that, and you've got to trust me on this, when you do that, you're going to feel good about yourself. You're going to be thankful that you made this switch, that you dove in. You're not staying just on the outskirts. You're joining specific associations in certain industries because you believe in them, because you really, truly want to help these members. And when you do that, you are going to see your businesses grow. You're going to see your business grow in ways you could never imagine. Take the time, not today. Today is Thanksgiving. Today, go off. Be thankful for all the blessings in your life, both personal and professional. But then tomorrow, why don't you look around at some of the associations you're part of? How can you get more involved? How can you help people more? How can you inspire more? Spread your knowledge, help others, and you're going to be amazed at how your business grows. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Have a great day. But if you do have any questions for me, please feel free to reach out to me at dpeterson@worldinnovators.com or leave any comments below. I'd love that if you could give this a thumbs up. Spread the word with everyone you know so that everyone can start to build strong relationships that will let their business grow into the future. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the World Innovators B2B Marketing Excellence and AI podcast. If you'd like to be updated when new episodes come out, don't forget to subscribe. Also, check out our social media accounts to stay up to date on B2B marketing trends.